Gervonta Tank Davis just wrapped up his final workout, exuding the confidence of an undefeated knockout artist ready to put Lamont Roach Jr. to sleep this Saturday night. Arriving fashionably late to Gleason's gym in Brooklyn, Tank moved at his own pace, calm, collected, and completely unfazed. Dressed in pink sweatpants and a hoodie pulled low over his Yankee cap, he looked more like a man strolling through his routine than one preparing for war. Instead of gearing up and putting on a show for the cameras, Tank took his time, stretching, wiping his eyes like he just rolled out of bed, casually answering a few questions, and then walking out without throwing a single punch. That was all the public got. But Tank didn't need to put on a display to prove anything. His message was loud and clear. He's locked in, razor sharp, and come fight night, Roach is in serious trouble. This is nothing new for Davis. He already went through a full media workout last week in Washington, D.C., where he's been locked in for camp. With weigh-ins approaching, there's no need to waste energy on public theatrics. He's saving it all for fight night at Barclays Center. Sitting at 30-0 with 28 knockouts, Davis has built his legacy on delivering when it matters most. And for those tuning in on pay-per-view, he's making one thing clear: expect fireworks. "I'm sharp, fast, and explosive," Davis declared. Lamont is sharp too. It's going to be a banger, and the fans are the real winners this Saturday night.
Come Saturday, man, y'all gonna see.
This fight marks Davis's long-awaited return to Barclays Center, his first in nearly 3 years. It's a venue that holds deep significance for him. The very place where he claimed his first world title in 2017 by stopping Jose Pedraza in 7 rounds. Since then, he's become one of boxing's biggest stars. But in 2024, his activity has slowed. With just one fight, a knockout over Frank Martin in June, it's not enough for a fighter chasing greatness. Davis knows it. He's promised that 2025 will be different, vowing to fight 3 times next year, something he hasn't done since 2019.
It was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won. There was like an incident where a point got taken.
Before Davis can look ahead, he has to take care of business against Lamont Roach Jr., skilled and determined fighter from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Roach, 25-1-1 with 10 knockouts, is the reigning WBA junior lightweight champion, though he's moving up in weight for this showdown. Like Davis, he hasn't fought since last June, when he secured a decision victory over Angel Rodriguez. While Roach doesn't possess Tank's devastating knockout power, he's riding a 6-fight winning streak since his lone career loss to Jamel Herring in 2019. That fight is a key reference. Herring, like Davis, is a southpaw, and Roach struggled with his angles and footwork. Now he faces an even more dangerous version of that challenge when he steps into the ring with Davis. If Roach had any concerns about his conditioning, he wasn't showing them on Wednesday. Unlike Davis, who skipped the workout, Roach went all in, hitting the pads for 2 full rounds in front of the media, while his father and trainer, Lamont Roach Sr., observed closely. It was a bold display, an effort to prove he's locked in and ready for the challenge. But Davis, unfazed, he dismissed the showcase without hesitation. "Roach is in for a rude awakening for sure," Tank remarked. "He's trying to psych himself up, but at the end of the day, it's all about skill. Whoever has the better skill that night will be the one getting their hand raised."
They talking.
The real question is whether Roach can withstand the kind of power that Davis brings to the ring. Time and time again, Tank has proven that one clean shot is all it takes to end a fight against bigger, stronger, and more experienced opponents than Roach. Even elite fighters like Ryan Garcia and Leo Santa Cruz couldn't escape his devastating left hand. Roach has never faced anything close to this level of danger. The opponents he's beaten don't hit like Tank, don't move like Tank, and certainly don't finish fights like Tank. Davis's dominance isn't just built on his professional resume, his amateur pedigree is legendary. While his official record is reported as 206-15, his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, insists that Tank had more than 350 bouts before turning pro, sharpening his craft long before he became boxing's most feared finisher.
Yeah, history, you gotta love it. What do you think about Tank versus, obviously...
Oh, Roach?
Yeah, Roach.
Well, they've known each other for so long now. You know, they grew up nearby in DC, and I think overall, I think it's gonna be a good fight for as long as Tank wants it to be. Yeah.
This impressive foundation molded Davis into the knockout artist he is today. The raw talent was always there, but what sets him apart is how he refined it over the years, transforming from a street-smart brawler into a polished, world-class champion. Yet this fight with Lamont Roach Jr. isn't just another title defense. It carries a personal history that dates back to their amateur days. Roach isn't stepping into the ring to be a mere footnote in Tank's dominance. He's coming to take the crown with everything to prove. A decorated amateur himself, Roach boasts an impressive record of 125-5, but it's not just the numbers that stand out, it's the accolades. He's been battle-tested against top competition for years, and now he's ready to bring that experience into the biggest fight of his career.
Why this fight, Lamont Roach? What has he done to deserve to be in the ring against you?
He's a world champion himself. He's coming up and wait to dare to be great. So we fought before, so it's history. It's history in that.
3 National Golden Gloves Championships, 5 Ringside World Championships, and a USA Boxing Youth National Championship. These aren't just titles, they're proof of Roach's pedigree in the sport. This deep well of experience fuels his confidence as he prepares for the ultimate test, facing Tank, a fighter whose knockout power has dismantled even the most skilled opponents. Their rivalry isn't new. Roach and Davis first clashed in the amateur ranks, and Roach firmly believes that past experience could be his key advantage. At the pre-fight press conference on February 20th, Roach made it clear, this isn't uncharted territory. Recalling their battles in the Junior Olympics and beyond, Roach reminded the world that they've faced off before. We fought twice in the same tournament. We fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals, he explained. Now, years later, he's ready to prove that history matters when they step into the ring once again.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling you, you saying you going down in a 9?
Their first encounter went down in the regionals, right in Davis's backyard, Baltimore. Roach insists he won that fight, but controversy swirled around a crucial point deduction. He claims the penalty should have only applied to Davis, yet both fighters were docked. The tape was sent to USA Boxing, and instead of overturning anything, both fighters advanced to the national competition. That set the stage for their national championship showdown. Roach, still convinced he had the edge, watched as Davis walked away with a razor-thin victory. To this day, Roach believes the outcome could have swung his way under different circumstances. Now, years later, he's stepping into the ring with Davis again, this time determined to leave no doubt. Now, after After years of sharpening his skills, Roach is ready to prove just how far he's come since those early battles. Tank has definitely grown into a world-class fighter since our amateur days. We were both talented as kids, but I've evolved more, Roach declared with confidence.